Hello, good afternoon, good evening, good morning. Hi, Rosie, how are you? Nice to see you. I hope everybody's well. I feel like there we go. Fix my hair a little bit. Hello, how are you? Hope everybody's hi, Pauline. How's everything going today? Hi, Barb. Hi, Gail. Hi, Nancy, thank you. How are you? I'm glad you're okay, Rosie. Nice to hear from you. I'm well. Hi, Rena's mom. Hi, Raquel. Hi, Patricia. Hola, Emlyn. How are you? Yes, good evening. Good, good, good. I'm glad you're all well. I don't have a ton of time today, but I have maybe, I don't know, 40 minutes maybe. Baddie in the house, absolutely. Hopefully the other ones join you. What's the vibe after the long weekend? How are you guys feeling? Good morning. How are things in Australia today? Hi, Anna. Hi, Lucia. Hi, Jennifer. How are you? Hi, Tamara. I'm well, thank you. How are you? I hope, there was like a honk outside. I don't know if you guys heard that. I've had the window open today. Hi, Jose. How are you? Nice to see you too, Lucia. What's new in your world? I did have a nice Easter. Yesterday, I had a really lovely day. I was out and about. I sound so Canadian when I say that. I didn't say out and about. I said out and about. Glad to hear it. It's been a really nice day, sunny, kind of mild. It's not like super cold or anything. Hi, The Real. How are you? Hi, Amy. How are things in England? Hi, Abby. How are you? Thank you, Shade. I appreciate it. You feel happy and optimistic? I'm glad to hear that. I'm good. I'm good. I've had a very busy day, but good. Like nothing to complain about. Yeah, 6:20 in the morning. It's early for you. Hi, Marcy. How you doing? That's right, Batty Kelly. BK. Have it your way. I mean, that's Burger King, but we're going to call it Batty Kelly. Well, shall we get into the energies? Oh, my necklace. Yeah, you know what? When I was filming, thank you. When I was filming, I forgot to turn it around. It's probably in my video too. Thank you. I'm from Toronto, Canada. Ah, you're in Naples, Italy. Beautiful place. Love Italy. Everything is going well, Marcy. It's so nice to see you. You got to see your sister's puppy. That's amazing, Lucia. You know, speaking of puppies and dogs and pets, I have to tell you something. I haven't posted it yet because I just haven't had the time. I filmed the chakra reading today for YouTube. It'll probably be posted this evening. And something came through that I thought was really interesting. You know, I started pulling the cards. The first card that came through was an animals card. I'll give you a little teaser for a moment, just something kind of side note here. An animals card came through, and my first feeling was about pets or stuffed animals, because the other day I was filming something and stuffed animals came through, and I was like, I wonder if there's like a keepsake or there's like something coming through about a pet. And then I realized what it was. So a friend of mine, her dog passed away recently, and this dog was really special. And I know every pet is special in their own way, but I have really fond memories of my friend's dog. And Gretchen used to get together with this dog, and they'd be curious about each other. And it's funny, we obviously don't live together. So a cat and a dog being curious about each other and being good with each other. They were really, really cute when she would visit. Hi, Jill. And this dog, she passed away recently, and it just broke my heart. And so it kind of reinforced the idea that there might be something coming through about an animal or a past pet. I don't know if any of you have been feeling it, because I was feeling the Gretchen vibes the other day. And then when she told me that her dog had passed, it just really it rocked me, because I have such beautiful memories of her dog. And this dog, would drive along in the basket of her bicycle. She would take her everywhere, and they just had the sweetest love connection. Like, it just was beautiful. And so somehow I think when I was filming today, something came through about a past pet. So I don't know if any of you have been feeling any of your past pets or animals for that matter. It doesn't even have to be like a cat or a dog. It can be a bird. It can be a horse. I saw a horse card today in another reading, and I was like, I know there's something about animals today. There's just something about animals. So I don't know if it's a stuffed animal, an animal of specific value to you. I don't know, but there's just something. You've been feeling your deceased dog with you. Yeah, there's just something. I don't know. One more surgery. Oh, Marcy, I'm sending you so much love. So anyways, I'm not sure if any of you are feeling that, but the reading starts off with some really interesting animal pet vibes, and then it kind of morphs into the other energies of the day. And it's a good reading. I have to say, it's kind of followed me throughout the day in my sessions, you know? That's true, Jennifer. How is everything? You did ask. You asked for prayers for your mom's dog. How is the dog? She had to have a leg amputated, but is doing well. I'm glad that she's doing well. I'm so sorry to hear about the leg amputation. Oh, Lucia, I hope your aunt is doing well in the hospital. Hi, Sarah. How are you? Hi, Tracy. Hi, Shaq. I'm good, Aiden. How are you? Glad to hear that, Lucia. Hi, Manya. How are you? Hi, how's it? Hi, CL. I'm well, thank you. How are you? You just lost your dog? Oh, I'm so sorry, Catherine. I really am. It's so hard, It's so hard to, oh, thank you, how's it? I really appreciate it. It's so hard to lose a pet, you know? I'm well, Mike. How are you? Hi, Delaney. How are you? Hopefully I'm saying your name properly. Hi, Lisette. Nice to see you. Jen just said, I appreciate the love from everyone. We were not sure she was going to make it at all. I'm glad that she did. She sounds very resilient. So I'm going to get into this reading. We're going to do a quick reading today. I don't have a ton of time. Like I said, I have a session in just over half an hour, but we will do a little mini reading just to see what's coming through now. Let's see. What do we need to know? Queen of Pentacles, stability. How many of you are thinking about your stability right now? You could even be thinking about your finances or just generally like some balance in your day-to-day, like you're searching for it. I am from Toronto, Canada. So you're wondering where your life is going at 56. Well, that's a good question, but where do you want it to go? You have the control. I'm sorry, Girl Wolf, to hear that. Yeah, you're thinking about the stability? Okay, so a lot of you have stability on the mind. Mike. Mike, you always find a way to make me smile. You always find a way to make me smile. Let's see, what cards should I use with this today? Let me just grab these. I have to be careful with these elastics or rubber bands, as you call them. Oh, thanks, Lisette. I love purple. Purple's like my favorite color. Oh, thank you, Anam. I appreciate it. Thank you, Vanya. That's very kind of you. Let's see. So stability. Oh, somebody's looking for stability in a twin flame or a deep soul connection. It's not really about the label. It's about the fact that maybe it's more of the spiritual awakening process. It's interesting. I describe the twin flame journey as being sparked. I'm not sure if I like the label always of twin flames, but I like the idea of being sparked. And it's also a reawakening in my mind. Hi, Suzette. Suzette says, hi, baddies. Thank you. How's it? You're very, very kind. Oh, I hear people outside. That's because I got the window open. But I think people are trying to find their balance within a spiritual awakening, or even I call it a reawakening, because I feel like, you're not just awakened one day. You go through many different cycles. You know what I mean? Hi, Nellen. How are you? Hi, Kumud. How are you? Ravashi, hello. Thank you, David. That's very kind of you. My Instagram is the same, Kelly Lorraine 111. Well, we're just talking, Suzette, about animal vibes or pet vibes that have been coming through today. It's in the YouTube reading that I haven't posted yet, but I will later tonight. And we're just talking right now about balance. The AI hashtag or like sentence on TikTok says pet talk and heartstrings. So, hi, Chloe. How are you? This necklace is not very expensive. It's just a crystal necklace. Hi, Peter. How are you? Potential or challenge today is the Four of Cups. Four of Cups is about overanalyzing to the point of possibly missing out on an opportunity. How many of you feel like maybe you're in your head a little bit too much right now? Good. I'm glad to hear that. Oh, nice, Lucia. Did you find one that you like? So let's see what else we need to know. Ah, there's the card where, I was going to say Gretchen, where Karma was swishing her tail to give the confirmation in that video. Hi, Tanya. How are you? You're feeling all over the place right now? Hi, Christine. So this is an energy that says you might be getting some messages, but you might not be sure what to do with them. Like if you're feeling from all angles, like if you're feeling like everything from across the board coming at you, you might be trying to decipher what the message is. Hi, Michael. How are you? Let's see what we need to focus on today. So we have the Five of Cups. Now, if you saw the reading I posted this morning about seeing fives, how many of you are seeing fives? Because I posted a reading about it, and then that YouTube reading, again, I keep saying it, that I haven't posted yet, it talks about fives and it talks about the Five of Cups. Five of Cups is an element of grief and sadness. Yeah, Christine, you've been feeling that for a few weeks now? So essentially, yes, this is live. Essentially, there is an element of crying over spilled milk. There's sadness. There is disappointment. There's something in the air that is needing to be processed, like some feelings that are needing to be processed. I haven't called you Michael James in a while. Uh-oh. So let's see what else we have here. Are you open and ready to receive new energy? Because when we're in that Five of Cups and we're in that disappointment, we're not really open to receiving. It's almost like we're closing ourselves off, you know? So are you open or are you closed? Are you in the old or are you in the new, right? That's the question. So let's see, what is the recent past? You saw fives yesterday? And the only way to get new energy is to put yourself in new energy, spark new things, right? There you go. Are you in the old or are you in the new? I knew it. The recent past is the Two of Swords. So Two of Swords is all about deciding what to do. How many of you feel like you have a decision to make? You're trying to figure out what to do. Maybe it's how to find that stability, right? Let's see what else we need to know. What about this decision? Hi, Joseph. There's the alchemy. You can feel something brewing, and it actually says on their ancestor guides as well. Maybe you are getting messages from a past loved one or a pet, as we were talking about earlier. But essentially, you can feel something is brewing, you know? You're in the new, Lucia? I like it. Good. Good, good, good. Okay, let's take a look at the strength position. Justice, equal giving and receiving and balance. That's what we're striving for, right? You've made a huge decision and now you feel doubt. That's natural, Tanya. But the thing is this, you have no way of knowing until you just make the decision and go with it, right? You just got to go with it and see where it takes you. You can't really worry about all the doubt. You just have to see what happens, right? So let's see. Is this a collective? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. You've been seeing the Justice card a lot? Yeah, me too. Me too. And here we have the guilt and sabotage. You know what's getting in the way of the balance? It's a little bit of that self-sabotage, or maybe guilt of moving forward or moving on. And you know what's interesting? I posted these zodiac sign readings for the week, and that was a common theme. It was like, don't get in your own way. Hi, Annette. How are you? It was like, don't start something that you don't want to get out of control. Because the last few days, I don't know if you noticed this or if you know the astrology lately, but it's been pretty fiery and feisty, as in like sensitive, very sensitive, and people taking things to heart. And there's been this like, reactionary type of energy. And then that didn't help with like Easter long weekend, because being with family, I mean, listen, it's lovely to be with family. I don't know how many of you experienced this. I said it in the reading today that again, I haven't posted, but like, did any of you have any moments of like tension? It's great to see your family. You got in a few scuffles, Christine. I'm telling you, it was very sensitive energy for before the weekend even. For you too? Yeah. Jonathan, you're a Scorpio? Thank you, Sunny. I appreciate it. You have boundaries. Boundaries are key, Tamara. They're absolutely key, And so I would just say that with this energy right now, it's important to keep that stability or that level-headedness, right? That's why we're seeing the Justice card a lot, or even the Queen of Pentacles. We're striving for that balance, So, hi, Louise. How are you? My name is Kelly Lorraine. You too, Rohit? You have the same feeling? Okay, interesting. Let me see. What is in the near future? Sometimes that's necessary, Tamara. It's hard, but it can be necessary. So Louise just asked, why do people like to fight with me? You're a good person. Louise, sometimes, look, it's about energy. Sometimes people don't like it when others are moving on or doing things that are different. And sometimes they want to pull at you or pull you down, right? You faked a headache on Easter so you wouldn't have to talk to certain family members. I totally get it. I totally get it. You know what you want, but you're not sure what he wants. Well, the video that I posted this morning, it always says you never wait. Never wait. Hi, Mish. I've been on for the last little bit. I can't stay on super long, but I can for another maybe 20 minutes approximately. Yeah, these energies are staying until May 13th. Speak your truth. Makes sense. Makes sense. Keep in mind, there is going to be a shift with this Mars and Cancer, right? And Mars and Cancer has not been good, has not been fun. And it's been there forever, it feels like, right? Does that make sense, Louise? Yeah. Hi, Matali, how are you? You just got the telepathic message? Mish, you felt it. You felt it. All right, let's take a look at the near future and see what we need to know. You've been seeing angel numbers, which includes ones. Ones are brand new beginnings. Yeah. So let's see. Knight of Swords. This is about moving forward. Thank you, David. Merci beaucoup. But this is all about trying to move forward and swiftly. But again, you can't just move like super fast. You've got to, I know this is triggering, but you got to trust the process. You can't try to rush anything either. That's why the balance. You can't go like all like 0 to 100. You've got to make sure you take your time. Exactly. Mars is out of Cancer and now fully in Leo. Yes. Yes. Tomorrow, the 23rd, stay calm, no reacting. That's been the vibe for a few days. I've been saying, don't let anything poke the bear. Just try to stay neutral. Don't get into something you don't want to get into. Don't say something that you don't want to turn into something else. It does feel great to move forward, Christine, for sure. For sure. Cats are good, Lucia. Cats are good. Hi, Joshua. How are you? Hi, Pradeep. How are you? No popping off, Mish. No popping off. All right, let's see what else we need to know. Hi, Marta. Passion and chemistry. Don't get so caught up in the chemistry of things. If somebody has sparked you or you're feeling all the passion in the pants, that's lovely. Just be careful that you're not letting it get out of control. right? Firecracker energy, Jose? Yeah, it's explosive hot canoodling. And I talked about that in the YouTube reading that I did today, right? It'll come through. So, hi, Beers, how are you? So let's see. Evelyn just said, yes, keeping my mouth shut is the hard part. Can be. Depends on the person, right? Let's see the suggested approach. Queen of Wands, confidence. Again, I keep repeating myself. I saw this a few times today, especially in that reading. Believe in yourself. Confidence, building the confidence. There was also an energy of it's time to take your head out of the sand. You know, be careful with any avoidance. Hi, Justin. How are you? Thanks, Mish, for the heart. I appreciate it. Thank you, Formula. Very, very kind. You did say something. It popped out, but you feel it's good. Okay, good. Then that's good. Oh, I love the kitty paws. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, we can't avoid certain things anymore. You're seeing 27. Well, 2 plus 7 is a 9. Nines are about solitude, focusing on self, and also on the brink of change, right? Hi, Danielle. Hi, Pocket. So let's see. What else do we need to know? People avoid all the time. A lot of people do for different reasons, right? Sometimes it's capacity. Sometimes it's, well, most of the time it's capacity. I appreciate it. Bonjour, mon ami. Ça va bien aujourd'hui? Let's see. What else do we need to know here? Suggested approach. Depends on the person, Tamara. Depends on the situation. The suggested approach is self-care, is focusing on yourself and feeling good in your own skin. That came through a lot this morning, as in we have to put the energy into feeling better, pushing forward, creating new stories, new energy, right? Oops, as I'm dropping cards. What do we need to know? Knight of Wands, there's that passion in the pants. There's that motivation. Just be very careful because that motivation rides in fast and then leaves just as fast. It can be very hot and cold. It can be mixed energies. And what else do we need to know? What did I do with my cards? There we go. Now I found them. You have to do self-care. Absolutely. Absolutely. It rises. It sure does, Mish. But it can also go away just as fast. Let's see. Hi, Garns. Hopefully I said hi. I don't know if I missed it. Sometimes I don't always see. He's got a big bird. He sure does, Em. He sure does. Love it. All right, let's see what else we need to know. Repression and regret. Somebody may have regret about leaving. Hi, Nozomi. Now, interesting. I posted a video just before I came on here where somebody may get a message that says, hey, stranger. And you know how I feel about those. Hey, stranger. Hey, stranger. And there's a bit of like a bittersweet feeling to it, you know? And it's kind of like that energy of like, you may have been waiting for a long time to get that, hey, stranger, but what you're looking for is the accountability. And that's the question, right? Is there the accountability? Hi, Farzana, how are you? Makes sense, Christine? Okay. You're currently ghosting, you can't lie? I mean, Mish, it all depends on the situation. Are you just afraid to have the conversation? Is that what it is? Is it like an avoiding of the conversation? You're funny. I'm well, thank you. So the hope and or fear is the hangman. And the hangman is all about feeling like neither nor. Mike, is that you? Mike just said, Kelly, hey, stranger. Mike, you're not a stranger. Michael James, you're not a stranger. But the hangman energy is about looking for clarity. Looking for clarity. Mish wants the hung man. Yes. Yes. Totally get it. All right. And with that, we have, you got to just surrender. You just got to surrender to it. You know, this is also the theme of the week. I think people have to stop trying to control things. Like that's part of the problem. You know, trying to make sure that it goes a certain way or forcing something. And as I always say, you can't force it. You can't force people. People are going to do what they think and feel is best all the time. And they're going to do whatever they're going to do. How you doing? How are you, Dana? Sure you can, Frazana. Like a general question? The surrender card you find, Em, is coming out a lot lately. Welcome to Taurus season, Mish. Yeah, well, this is the thing. We're hoping that Taurus season is going to slow things down a little bit because it has been moving quite quickly. You know, the time, I mean, think about it. We're already feeling like we're like a quarter of the way through the year. Bye, Jill. Have a good night. It almost feels like we're at the point of like a quarter way. Where is the year going? Where are the days going? Yeah, Gail, don't force, trust the process. And I know that that's hard. Hi, Nisha. Hi, Karen. Thank you, Lee. That's very kind of you. Yeah, you feel like it's flying by? Yeah, it is, Dana. Big time. Big time. You too? It's going very fast, Christine, for sure. Okay, probable outcome. Who would like a rod of fire? I know many of you would like a rod of fire. The Ace of Wands is a spark, a brand new beginning, some purpose, some passion to drive you forward. Mish, would you like a rod of fire? I think you'd want that rod of fire. I know, and we haven't even started yet. It's so true. It's so true. If I had the other deck out, Tamara, the beaver card may have come out. Actually, I have that deck upstairs. I got to bring it back down. That reminds me. Hot rod with some good with some good motor. Christine, you're funny. Is P interested in you? Prasanna, trust your intuition on that. Trust your intuition. I can't answer that right now. If you'd like me to look into it, like privately, that's a different story. Oh, thank you, Nisha. I really appreciate that. Mike just said, hi, Mish. You'd prefer a bonfire. There you go. Em just said, rod of fires all around. Well, not everybody will want a rod of fire, but I'm sure there are many. And let's see, Ace of Wands and, oh boy, reunion and soul ties. Oh, Martisha Denise, I'm sending you lots of positive vibes for a healthy baby, absolutely. You just got my Hey Stranger notification? Yeah, because that's the title of the video, Hey Stranger. Yeah. Thank you, Tracy, I appreciate it. Garns just said, throw that rod of fire my way. Mish just said, hi, Michael. Michael, so formal. Well, my friends, I gotta go because I've got a session soon and I need to have a sip of water and have a quick pee. Sorry for the TMI. But, oh, I'm so sorry that you lost your dad last December. That's really tough. Thank you, Jennifer. You too. Tamara, have a wonderful night. You're welcome. Thanks, Jose. What are you having for dinner, Jose? What's on the menu tonight? Thank you. Have a good afternoon, too. Thanks, Gail. Oh, my Mish, says Mike. Thanks, Pauline. You too. Good to see you too, Christine. Thank you, Marcy. I hope you're doing well. Thanks, Suzette. You too. Thanks, Dana. Thanks, Light. Thanks, CL. Thanks, Em. Thank you to my baddies. You're debating Greek or sushi. Sounds wonderful. Actually, I was at a little like takeout place yesterday that was called Sue and She, like Sue plus She. Speaking of sushi, not that I had sushi, but they had sushi there, obviously. Hi, Edward. Thank you. Thanks, Rohit. I really appreciate it. All right, my friends. Hi, Kelsey. I'm sorry to say hi and then bye, but I gotta go. It was steak last night. Sounds good. Hi, Brian. Okay. Well, oh, look at that. AI on TikTok is saying passion and ghosts. Mish, look at you influenced the AI. Thank you, Surya. I appreciate it too. Much love. Thanks, Enmet. Bye, beers. Thank you so much. I appreciate it, Mike. Okay, I gotta run. I send you all so much love. Okay, take care. I'll see you soon, IG. Bye. Okay, YouTube, thank you so much. I appreciate your time, and I'll talk to you all soon.